And hey, welcome everybody. Thank you all for tuning in to Merlo's Movie Massacre number 24. We've got a few people in the chat already. Hey, Drayton Sawyer. He says, hey, Sawyer Clan. There you go. And that's formerly, that is Hilly Billy Man. That's Jared. We found out his real name last week. And Feltrick Fence and Joe from Fangoria Faithful, all in the chat. Looks like Susie Lopez was here, but maybe that was a bit earlier. I'm not sure because it says it was before it started. So it's all good. Thank you all for tuning in. I got so many shout outs I have to do before we actually get to the main topic, which is the new Indiegogo teaser that we dropped on Monday, just a couple days ago. If you haven't seen it yet, you might want to just go pop over and just check it out first, just so that I'm not really spoiling it while we go through the whole teaser. So yeah, do it. If you haven't seen the teaser, go check it out now while you can. We won't get to the breakdown for a few minutes still, because I got a ton of shout outs I got to do. First, I have to thank all of the YouTube personalities that did trailer reactions. If you guys saw some of those trailer reactions we've had, I think, 10 of them now. So I'll just mention all of them. We got Good Real Hunting, Brett and Brad from Good Real Hunting. Filthy Dan did an awesome trailer reaction. Jason Nike, James Grimm, Braden Timmons, the Horror Gamer just did a new trailer reaction. His just dropped like, I don't know, an hour ago or so. It was awesome. He's a good guy. Go check out all these channels, guys. These are awesome channels. Love all these guys. And yeah, like and subscribe to their channels, like and subscribe to my channel. So Horror Gamer, Mr. Bigworm did a great trailer reaction. Matt Fatchy from Fatchy's Face Monster or Fatch Monster, however you pronounce it, Cinema, and House of the Living Dead. That's Chris Snyder, Destiny Faulkner, and Chad Sumner was a guest on there when they did the trailer reaction as well. And I agree with Chad about not having Jason Voorhees in our teaser in our movie at all. Don't worry, Jason Voorhees will not be showing up. We won't mention the name of the fan film that did that. And Camp Blood Media. Hey, Josh did a great trailer reaction. Josh actually showed you guys some of the perks and stuff that we have in the Indiegogo campaign. So that was really awesome. More people in the chat. We got Degree Centigrade, Michelle Blasky, and Gory Rory. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you guys so much. And Horror Gamer just tuned in there as well. Just gave you a shout out there, buddy. Go check out his channel. He does some awesome stuff. I love all the Resident Evil playthroughs you do. You know, I'm not really big zombie person, but I kind of fell in love with the original Resident Evil game. I'm a big fan of that one. And I really hope this new Resident Evil movie is going to do it justice. I hope so. I really am hoping for it. Jill Valentine needs to be the main character, though, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, but I need Jill to be the main character. Maddie Cantone is in the chat as well. Thank you guys all for tuning in. More shout outs I got to do, guys. Some of the actors have been doing lives on their social media, and I really appreciate that they've been reaching whole new audiences with all their followers. So Jordan O'Neill, our lead actor, playing Jimmy, did one yesterday on his Instagram. It was great. You guys can check that out. You just go to Jordan O'Neill's Instagram, and you can watch that video if you want. Today we had Patrick Lascabrio and Michael Vincent Barry. They did awesome chats on their social media, just talking about our film, getting the word out there as much as we got to do. And on Friday, we've got Olivia Andrade, who's playing Kathleen, going to be live on Facebook. And Alicia Jade, the day after, is going live on Facebook. There's details online for all those. Go make sure you're liking and subscribing, or liking the Sawyer Massacre Facebook page. All that wonderful stuff. Who we got more? We got Moz Vegas. I think you're new to the chat as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. There you go. My family's always been in meat. Classic line from the old hitchhiker, or Nubbins, whatever you want to call. I call him the hitchhiker. I like it when the family's nameless myself. Like even Drayton Sawyer, like I want to just call him the cook. So that's what we've got upcoming, and Olivia and Alicia Jade doing lives on their Facebook. I will be on Tales from the Podcast this Friday. I'm not sure if that's live or not. I don't think so, but it could be. If it's not live, I'll make sure I'll let you guys know when it does air. Looking forward to that. We're going to be talking about a movie called a classic B movie from the early 90s called Blood Salvage. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then next week I'm going to be on Final Girl Fridays podcast. So a lot of really great stuff going on. Also, we've got other Indiegogo campaigns happening right now as we speak. We've got both fan films for The Haddonfield Nightmare and My Special Boy. There's Tales from the Podcast, AR. There you go. Yes, you are right in time. I just mentioned you. I'm guessing that's not live though on Friday, is it? Let me know if that's live or not. If it's not live, I'm guessing. I don't know. I never know when stuff is live or not. Just let me know if Friday's Blood Salvage discussion is live. And if you know when it's going to air, just let me know. Oh, it is live. Great. It will be live at 8 p.m. Pacific time, 11 p.m. Eastern time. I can't speak. So yes, Haddonfield Nightmare and My Special Boy, all the links are in the description. As well, I discovered another awesome film. It's not a fan film, it's a horror movie called Go Away. These guys have hit their goal, but they're going for their stretch goal to get a bigger named actor, I think. So yeah, I've been networking with the people from Slasher 15 Productions who are making this film, and they've been very, very helpful for me, and so I want to give them a shout out too. And their links are in the link for their Indiegogo is in the description. They've only got 1 day left, I believe, so they're very, very close to hitting that stretch goal, but they need your help. And of course, I need your help too, because I have my own Indiegogo. So make sure you do support that as well. Of course, link is in the description. You'll see a lot of links in the description tonight there, guys. It might be the most links we've ever had. And of course, gotta mention Michelle from Breathless Beauties. Oh, sorry about that, everybody. Hit the wrong button. Slippy fingers. Here's Michelle's work from Breathless Beauties. Hit the end screen button there by accident. Sorry about that, guys. So many things to go through tonight. Yes, you've seen her stuff before. Michelle's done some great work. I think I'm going to be putting some of her newer stuff up. She just, somebody, I don't know if it was actually her that released that video, but somebody just did a YouTube of her stuff. It was pretty awesome. And there's Brett Mann from Good Real Hunting. He's a big Scream fan, so yeah, very, very cool. And last but not least, before we get into the teaser walkthrough, I have to give a big shout out to Joe Lawrence of Fangoria Faithful in the chat tonight. Done so much amazing work. I still haven't released everything. He sent me some new images yesterday, but I just want to take a moment to look at this poster that he did, because I just absolutely love this one. This is my favorite. I don't know. I really like the other the horizontal one as well, but there's just something really, really creepy about this one. And we got actresses Nika Lou and Alicia Jade in the background. Just really, really cool image. I just love it, man. I can't say enough about Joe's work. It's so professional. He really put his heart and soul into this. Where I come from, this kind of stuff would cost thousands of dollars, guys. It really would. I'm not kidding. And Joe is just a great guy. He loves what I'm doing. And I feel so blessed to have met him. Not that the stuff I had on the last campaign was terrible or anything. I mean, a lot of people like the old poster, have even said to me, hey, I kind of like your poster too. I don't feel like it's at that level. We didn't sell a lot of posters on the last campaign. We haven't sold a lot of posters on this either, but it just started. We've just started, so I feel like I don't know. I love that poster. I love all the work that you've done, and we'll be putting more of your stuff out there, Joe, because I'm just I love it so much. I just really do. I really do. Talking up a storm now. So I think I got all the major stuff out of the way. I hope I didn't forget anybody. I hope I didn't miss anyone because I'm very, very thankful to all you guys. But without further ado, let's look over all the shots from the teaser that we released. So I hope you guys have all watched it. Definitely go watch it first if you haven't watched it, It's only a minute long, but I imagine you have. Oh, and just make sure you do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. It's really, really helpful. We're on our way to 1,000 subscribers. We actually gained quite a few just in the last couple days since we launched the campaign. We're nearly at 950, I believe. So we're like just over 50 more subscribers away, which is awesome. Really, really awesome. So without further ado, let's get into this. I'll try not to hang on too many of these shots for too long because there's 37 of them. 37! That's a lot. Here's the first shot. This is one of the most recent shots that we got. This was a focus pull that our DP in Texas did of some vast Texas landscape. So this, our DP, Ronald Mercado, he did a fantastic job on short notice. And we didn't get this the day that we shot the main footage because it snowed in Texas. It was the first day it like ever snowed in Texas in like 15 years or something like that. Just my luck, right? We had to rewrite the whole trailer actually, in fact. But hey, the trailer turned out pretty darn good. So, you make do with what you got. There's Susie Lopez. And it's really, it was a good focus pull he did, and it really captured the vastness of the landscape that we want to show in Texas. So, thank you, Ronald, for getting that shot for me after the fact. That was great. You got a few shots after the fact. I think we used a couple of them in the micro teasers as well. So moving right along here to the second shot. This is of our classic house that we have here in Canada. This is not in Texas. This one is in Canada. About half of these shots, I think, were Texas, though. I should also point out that a bunch of these shots were old footage that I had found from the very, very first Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film I did called First Annual Barbecue. Some of you might know that I did that a long time ago. And I found a bunch of good shots. We did have a couple of them in the other trailer as well, but I found more in this one. So, Joe's giving a big thanks. But I do love this. This was another focus pull that our DP in Canada did, and that was Paul Sawitsky, a young upcoming filmmaker. Thank you, Paul, for doing that. He did a great job. He did. So we had DP in Canada, DP in Texas. They both did great. Moving right along to number 3. This is our first shot of our lead actor, Jordan O'Neill. So he is the protagonist. He's playing Jimmy. He was great on Instagram Live yesterday, just chatting about the film, chatting about the character, which he was actually surprised when he read the script because he's not a big horror buff. And he was surprised on how much depth his character has and the arc that his character has. I like deeper characters. I don't like to just write characters just so they can be cut up and you'd forget about them. Not that they won't get cut up, but but I want you to care about them at the same time. So yeah, he did a great job. Thank you, Jordan, for all your hard work as well. Moving right along, and also in that scene was just a voiceover from the actor playing Gene, Cyrus Carrillo. He did that after the fact, so I thank him for doing that as well. He didn't have a spot in the trailer. His character's pretty big too, but it was great that we could at least get that voiceover from him. The next shot, some spooky skeleton type of type decorations, kind of similar to some of the furniture designs you would see in the original. That's kind of what we're going for with this, without trying to copy it completely. It's not a real skeleton, guys, but as long as it looks like a real skeleton, right? That's the important thing. Pretty creepy stuff. So yeah, that was a big that we actually shot here in Canada at our last shoot on February 6th, I think it was. I think I'm getting my dates right. February 6th, I shot with Paul and Scotty. we just found a creepy basement and got a bunch of cool shots. So that was one of them. And so was the next one. Don't ask me where I got some of these props. These are free props, guys. I didn't spend any money on I actually spent zero money on this. And that was these. Oh, I wish I could tell you where I got this stuff. And the blood I made myself. So these weren't covered in blood, but you can kind of see like some brains and stuff kind of coming out of the head that's cut open. I made that out of, it was kind of like a Spam. Not really Spam, but kind of like Spam. Oh, Joe says, thank you, Steve, for helping me realize my dream of doing work in in a horror film. And if what I've done helps you guys realize yours, I'm more than happy. Hope you all enjoy. Yeah, that's Joe for you guys. Joe is a great guy. Hope you guys are digging these shots. Feel free to ask questions along the way. But again, I don't want to spend too much time on these shots. Like I said, there's 37 of them. 37. So there's a bunch. There's a bunch. Where are we here? I think we're on to this one now. Yes, we are. It's our first shot of Michael Vincent Barry as Rex. He was great on. He was on both his Facebook and Instagram today. I really dig his effort on this. And one of the things he mentioned today is, because he's a really hardworking actor in the Austin, Texas area. He works full time. This is his full time gig. He was awesome in a trial. I wish I had more. But the one thing he specified is that he never takes roles that aren't already, for films that aren't already funded. So this was a special thing for him, and he said he based it on 3 reasons: the fact that it's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film, the fact that he loved the script, and the fact that he loved the character that he's playing so much. And let's just say there's some mystique. Man, Spam is human brains. You guys are probably right. Feltrick Fence. Sorry, I'm missing some of the. I'm gonna miss a lot of your guys' chats tonight because I'm trying to rip through all this stuff. It worked perfectly. We just took that Spam and we just covered the fake blood on it. It was great. I wish I could have had it in there even more than I did, because we actually got a lot of great. We might do extra promo stuff with some of that, because there was just so much footage we got. It was like, where do we put it? Where do we put it? Yeah, so that's all great stuff, guys. Michael Vincent Barry was absolutely awesome in our teaser. And again, I wanted to do more with him, but again, because it snowed, like that shot that you see of him, that wasn't planned to do. We're like, what are we gonna do? I have to have Michael. I have to have him in this teaser. He went out of his way to get the costume right and everything, and he was actually our COVID compliance officer on that set. He did a lot of work, and for him to not be in that trailer would have pissed me off. And so I said, well, you know what? You've got one scene that takes place inside. We're going to just shoot something from that one scene, because everything else of his is outside. It's just, yeah. So we got him, though, and it was great. I think he did a great job. Moving along. We got some other footage from Texas. This was from Texas. Our DP in Texas, Ronald Mercado, captured this again after the fact. He captured a bunch of cool shots after the fact. So really appreciate that, Ronald. Very, very cool shot. He had so many cool shots. Again, it was hard to pick and choose between some of them. He went out on 2 or 3 different days to get some different shots of landscape and different types of landscapes that you can get. So this is a more wooded area in Texas, obviously. Moving along back to the house. This one we used this shot in the first teaser. Everybody loves this shot so much, I just had to use it again. It makes the house look so creepy. It really does. Like, this shot just makes it look so creepy. So I had no problem using this one again. I will say this though, before we went out to shoot the teaser, before we went to actually shoot it in Texas, I was actively searching for a house in Texas to shoot at to replace that. And the fact is, none of the ones I found were as creepy as that one. However, with that being said, the day our campaign dropped, somebody I actually brought on board to do location scouting sent me a photo of a house that made my jaw drop. Now, I don't want to over promise and under deliver, so I'm not going to show you guys. I'm not going to tell you we've got this house, because they found it and they snapped a couple of pictures of it. They are still going to talk to the owners, and I'm just going to say that this house will replace that house if we can get it. If we can get the owners to let us shoot there. It is like so perfect. It's like exactly my vision. So wish us luck in getting this house. It's right in Austin too. It's right where we want to be shooting. It's perfect. It's perfect. Christian Spencer joined the chat as well. Thank you, man, for tuning in. Ready for this movie, he says. Thank you guys so much. And again, you know what? We can't make this film without you guys. We need more backers. We can make the film. It just won't be quite as good because we do have funds already. But we want to get this to Texas. The Indiegogo goal is our minimum standards to shoot in Texas. So if we don't hit that goal, we're not going to Texas. We're shooting it in Canada. And, you know, that's okay. But let's bring this to Texas. I mean, look at how great our cast and crew is in Texas. I mean, all this that they did, a lot of these shots are now from Texas that you're seeing. So yeah, just saying. Where were we? Yeah, we saw this one already. So we're on to this one here. This is Josh Skurnick. He's playing the role of Bob. He's also a producer on the film. So he did a lot of work for helping us out. Hey, Final Girl Friday's in the chat as well. We mentioned you earlier that I'll be on your show, and I'm guessing yours isn't live, but let me know if it is live, Molly. Let me know if your show is live. Fingers crossed that it works out with the house. Yeah, nice to have such a creepy backup though. Yeah, if we shoot in Canada, we're using the house that you've seen here. So yeah, this is Josh Gerdick. He's just turning on the lights and obviously finding some disturbing stuff. That's the idea. Yeah. Excuse me, gotta have some water. Yeah, I really hope it does work out with that house in Texas. I'm just telling you guys, it looks really awesome. I don't want to share you guys any photos because I don't want to get you guys thinking that we're going to shoot there if I don't actually have the owner's permission and all that kind of stuff. But man, oh man, as soon as she sent me the photos, I was like, that's the one. I want it. You know, it was that kind of a moment. It was the same kind of moment when I found this house here in Canada, except the scenery looks like Canada. But when we cut this trailer together, we did it so it could match with Texas. We only used shots that didn't show the mountains in the background and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Anyways, where was I? So that was Josh. This is Olivia Andrade as Kathleen. She's looking for Bob, looking for Josh at this point. We don't know what's happened to Josh, but she's looking for him. And that segues right into Josh. Again, we're really getting panicked. Why is he all panicked? I think you guys can guess. You guys can probably guess anyways. So yeah, looks pretty panicked there. We got some meat hooks. These were used in the first teaser as well, that we shot these meat hooks back in 2019 for that first trailer that we released. I like meat hooks. I think a few people might get hung on, or at least a couple, maybe, or at least one. I don't know. You'll see people on meat hooks. We'll say that. Somebody's getting hung on a meat hook. It won't be a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film if somebody's not hung on a meat hook. I think we can confirm that somebody gets hung on a meat hook, because later on in these shots you do see some dangling legs. I would imagine that those are like connected to the meat hook, you would think. But, you know. Moving along. Oh, we saw this already. Sorry, guys. Getting mixed up. Ooh, and that is our Leatherface, Scotty Parkin, cutting up. Ooh, that's pretty I love this shot, though. And this was also shot just recently on February 6th in the basement we found here, pretty close to where I live, actually. So, yeah. very, very close. We managed to get some gore stuff for nothing. that's the kind of that's I hope I don't sound cheap, guys. I just like to show that I can do it for like nothing, because I don't think this movie has to be super expensive. But I do want to pay a good effects artist, and she is good. The one we got is really good. She understands my vision really well. But that's the kind of stuff I can do, at least by myself. It's really nothing much. It was. I kind of fell across that stuff, and I kind of got lucky. We'll just say that. Let's say Steve got lucky in a different sense. That may have happened too at some point. I've lost it now. It's been a long week so far. Moving along, where was I? There we go. Here, this is my cameo in the teaser. This is my hand here, guys. Yeah, getting all bloody. I took one for the team on this one. And this was on the cement floor in that basement we shot in. So it was it got pretty bloody, and it was hard to clean that blood out of the basement after, but it worked. We used vinegar and what was it? Vinegar and oh geez, I can't even baking soda, something like that. It worked. Moving along to the next one, and that is actress Alicia Jade, who drove all the way down from Louisiana to Austin just to be in this teaser, and she's in these two shots in the teaser, and that's it. But she was thrilled to do it. She did an amazing job. We'll say that for sure. Really, really happy with what she did in this teaser for what little we could give her, considering the circumstances that it snowed, and again, most of the stuff anyways that we wanted to shoot with her, we had to ditch, and we added this shot instead. This shot wasn't planned. We added it because we couldn't shoot outside, and I needed to get more with her in it, and very excited that she did it. She really brought her A game. She was ready to do it, and a great actress. Really excited to see how she's going to play that role. Love the blood. Final Girl Friday says, thank you so much. Hey, and you said earlier, hey there, I was so glad that I was able to make it for this. I'm also ready for this movie. Thank you so much. And nope, the show isn't live. I kind of figured it wasn't live, but I have to ask just in case. Let me know when it will air, though, so that I can, let people know in advance. All that kind of fun stuff. Thank you, Molly. All right, moving along. We're only 16 shots into this. We got 37 of these things. Oh my God. So like 21 more shots, guys. Just 21 more. Bear with me. We got some cool shots to look over. This is Jordan O'Neill as Jimmy, hiding in the closet, but he's going to find a way out. He says, I'm going to find a way out. That's what he says in that scene. We had some great lighting here from DP Ronald Mercado. He really knew his lighting. He really knew how to light these closet scenes, and I was really, really pleased for that because I really needed them lit very well. He did a great job. So thanks again, Ronald Mercado, for doing such an awesome job. I believe Ronald is actually an actor as well. I think. I could be wrong. I think I heard that he's an actor, but he does great camera work. Good with lighting, and that's important. Jordan O'Neill, great in that scene as well, even though very quick, but he was pretty awesome, I would say. Moving along, there's Nicolou as Allison. This was shot. You saw this shot from the first teaser that we released from the first trailer. Her line, "You're crazy." And then the epic first ever dialogue ever spoken by Grandpa, delivered by the original Grandpa himself, John Dugan. I don't know if everybody knew that about this. The line, "We're all crazy, everybody," is spoken by the original Grandpa himself, John Dugan. And he's essentially playing the character. He's listed as the old man, but I mean, you can put two and two together who that old man is. So yeah, it's pretty awesome to have John Dugan providing a voice for Grandpa for the first time. I mean, more or less, anyways, because I think maybe Grandpa spoke a little bit in that last Leatherface movie, but it wasn't John Dugan, so it doesn't count as far as I'm concerned. You guys don't get to see my ugly mug quite as much tonight, so lucky you guys. Where was I now? Was I here? Yes, this is where we are. So this was shot recently in that same basement. For this shot, I really wanted to play with the focuses a little bit. So you notice this is kind of a soft focus. It's more focused, I think, on the knife though, but I wanted him a little bit out of focus to kind of create the effect that it's hot and it's got this heat haze. Yeah, so that was the idea with this shot. I wanted to actually shoot the full shot where this would be like kind of the first reveal of Leatherface in the film. But again, we don't have proper masks yet. We're gonna get them made though, very soon. In fact, I am getting one of the masks made here in Canada with my regular makeup artist that I worked with, effects makeup artist Sheila. Oh God, forgetting her name. Sheila Killens, a talented young makeup artist, and she is putting together a design. She's been making a mold for the mask that I want her to create, which is just one. We're gonna get all the rest done by Stephanie in Texas, but she's working hard on getting me a mask, and we're excited for that. Yeah, but I really wanted to show Leatherface with a meat cleaver. That was my thing. I was like, I really want to show him with a meat cleaver, because you don't really see him much with a meat cleaver. I don't think he ever had one in the original. He had lots of hammers and stuff. We have one shot of Leatherface with a hammer in this, but it's really quick. But yeah, I was really digging the idea of showing Leatherface with a meat cleaver, so that's why I did that. There you go. Gory Rory, so cool to hear Dugan in this. Yeah, it's the only time you're gonna actually hear him voice the character, probably ever. I don't know I would love to get him to actually do it in the film. I don't know if he will, because he's got such a strong relationship with the original writer, Kim Henkel. And, so I don't want to cause friction between the two, but he was happy enough to do this at least. So that was good. But again, I'm gonna attempt to get Dugan to do it for the actual film. We'll see. You never know. You'll never know. If we raise enough money, you never. We'd probably have to raise a lot, but it's all good. Anyways, where was I going with this? I'm really loving the look of your Leatherface. Thank you so much, Molly, because I'm really going back to the roots of the character. I'm not trying to copy exactly what the original Leatherface was, but really capture that essence that he had. This is somebody you really believe could exist in Texas, and that's what I'm really going for. Dugan deserved more screen time in Texas Chainsaw 3D for sure. They should have got his makeup right, though. I'll say that they should have got his makeup right. You got a big budget, and you couldn't make the makeup look like it did anyways. I don't know. Where was I? I don't even remember where I am now. I gotta keep track of these better. Did we see this one? Oh, yeah, we just saw that one. Okay, so this is the next one. These are the dangling legs. I think we can assume that this was from a meat hook. Now, this is actually one of the old shots. Way back from 2014 is when I shot this. The name of the actress whose legs those belong to is Brienne something. Can't remember her name. Yeah, I don't even know if she realizes that her legs are in this trailer now. But that was the original fan film I did, first annual barbecue. Yeah. So that's where these legs came from. You seen them on the poster. She might not even realize that these are her legs. Who knows? But we wanted to use them because it really shows that somebody's hanging from a meat hook. Or at least you would think. But I think you know the answer to that. There you go. Yeah, and feel free to leave questions. I'll try to get to some questions after I'm done showing you guys all these wonderful shots. I don't want to go over time. If I can, I might be able to stretch it to 9:30 or not. Maybe 9:20 tonight. Maybe we'll see. So many shots to go over. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions about any of these shots. I'm happy to answer if I can. Next shot. Oh yes, that's Nika Lou as Allison, running and screaming. Yeah. That was this shot was also used in our first trailer, but it was a different portion of this shot. I chose this one specifically because it doesn't really show the other actor that was running with her, because we've replaced that actor with Jordan O'Neill as Jimmy, and I didn't want to show two different Jimmys basically, if that makes any sense. To confirm that this is our cast, and this is the cast we're going with, and we're really excited to have them all be a part of this. Anyways, yeah, Nika is awesome though. So our two Canadian actors that we've confirmed we're bringing with us to Texas is Nika Lou and Scotty Parkin as Leatherface, because they're awesome. Everybody loved them in the first teaser, and so do I. Moving along here. There's Jordan O'Neill, tied up and bloodied, seeing something horrific, as you can imagine. He's probably watching something really bad happen. Or maybe he's getting ready for Leatherface to kill him. Maybe this is the end of the film and Leatherface is about to kill him. Who knows? Maybe he makes it. You never. Who knows? Does Jimmy make it? Oh, I don't know. Well, actually, I do, but you don't. So there. Is that on someone's property or an abandoned farm? You mean this previous shot? This previous shot here was taken on somebody's property that they signed a location agreement and let us shoot on that property. Yeah, that's where that was from. And back to Jimmy and moving on. This was also really, really old footage of this was Torsten was the actor's name. Torsten. You can't really see his face or anything, so I figured it would be okay to use this shot. It's a pretty cool shot, actually. I think we used a different version of this shot in the first trailer where he actually got dragged, but this was so quick I just used a still of it without him even moving. But it was pretty cool in the first trailer as well. I liked it. Moving along. This was the only shot of Leatherface with the hammer. You can kind of see the hammer. And it's really quick, eh? But you can see that he's got a hammer. He's bringing the hammer down on somebody. That was a real hammer too. This also really old footage from 2014. We found a lot of great shots from 2014 that I didn't realize I actually had, to be honest. I didn't realize I had so many, and I was when I was trying to come up with the idea to do this teaser and wasn't sure what we're gonna have. I started looking through all my footage of stuff and found some real gems. Found some really cool shots from 2014 that were, the movie itself that we made in 2014 was not good. Just being honest, but there was we still had some great shots. We did have some experienced camera people that knew how to capture some good shots, and that was one of them. There's a bunch of them. The shots themselves are not bad, but the movie itself, we didn't have good sound recorded. I didn't have a fully fleshed out story, or I had a full script, but we only had budget to make about a 30-minute movie rather than a 90-minute movie. So, things had to change, and trying to condense it down. The story didn't make too much sense. I mean, it kind of made sense, but it didn't go the direction I wanted it to. And well, that's what happens when you try to make a movie with $1,500. It just happens. That's the way it goes. And you don't have experience. I was very unexperienced at that time, and it showed. I wonder if there's still a version of that movie online. If anybody finds it, let me know. I'm always curious to look at it. I don't think there's the full version. I might have to post it myself because it was posted by somebody else first. I think it was one of the camera guys, but that posted it. But I think I have a copy. I should just post it just for shits and giggles, and maybe one of these days we'll put it on Merlo's Movie Massacre, and we'll have a watch party with it, a watch party where you can actually watch it, and it's not just a commentary. That'd be kind of fun. Santi Coronas joined the chat. Hey, how you doing, Santi? What are we talking about? We are talking about the new teaser that we released, and we've just been going through all the shots that we have in the teaser. I think we're just a little over halfway through the shots, I believe now. So you can go back and check those out if you want. But yeah, some of these shots were from 2014. Going back to where were we? Have we seen this one yet? Yes, we have. Have we seen this one yet? Yes, we have. I'm not good at keeping track, guys. I gotta remember. So this one, okay. This one we shot, obviously, it was in the last teaser, the last trailer that we had. Nicolou and Scotty Parkin doing some crazy stuff. This is one of those types of shots that there's more going on than you probably realize. I won't say what, obviously, because I can't spoil anything, but there's actually a lot going on in this shot than you probably realize. And yeah, you gotta sort of take it at face value. It looks like something brutal is happening, and something brutal is happening, but there's more to it than that. Let's just say that. A lot more to it than that. It's really well performed. Doing that scene was very, very tough for Scotty, I have to say, because Scotty's a huge guy, and Nika, I believe, was only 16 at the time when she was shooting that stuff, and it felt he felt like he was groping her, and like he shouldn't be doing this. It was, so he had a hard time kind of getting into it. I'm like, you're not real. You're being Leatherface, and she really did a great job selling that whole scene. But at the same time, even though Scotty was kind of a little hesitant to be brutal with her, like pull her hair and all that kind of stuff, the subtleties of it actually kind of work. I really work, actually, because I don't know, it brings a bit of what's the word I want to look for, trying to say here, it shows that Leatherface, it shows a different side of Leatherface in a way, but it shows something human about him. That it's something, he's taking some care into something like that. It's hard to explain. If that makes any sense, guys. I don't know. Love the lighting in that scene. Yeah, we had pretty good lighting in that. Some of the other stuff we did shoot from 2019, though, I wasn't happy with the lighting with some of them, but it was a very rushed, I will say this, it was a very, very rushed production. So some of the shots came out great, other ones not so much. But that one definitely, the lighting was good. There's definitely good lighting in that one. Yeah. Moving along. Oh boy, can I remember where I was now? Can I remember? I think we're here. Yes, this is where we are. So that's Alicia Jade again. This one we did plan. The other shot of her we didn't plan, but this one was planned. This was really the only one that she was supposed to be inside, though. But again, it snowed in Texas. Of all places, it snowed in Texas. Boy, they've had some weird weather stuff in Texas happening over the last while. Wouldn't have thought that, but you know what, we may do. But this one we had planned. That's her line. He's gonna kill us, hiding in the closet with Jimmy and Allison, and obviously you can't see Jimmy and Allison. We saw the other shot with Jimmy back there a little bit, where he says, "I'm gonna find a way out." But we had this line in the first trailer, done by a different actress playing the same character of Lorraine. We had Nika with her in the closet, and it was a small closet, mind you, too. Like, this closet was far, far bigger, because in that other teaser, we were trying to fit all three. We wanted to fit all three actors in that, both Jimmy, Allison, and Lorraine. But we could only fit Allison and Lorraine, so we got both of them. But this one it just made sense to just have her, to get this shot really the way I wanted. We thought maybe we could get Allison in it as well, but of course Allison is here in Canada, not in Texas, so it just made sense to have her do it by herself. But the fact was, I wasn't happy with the delivery of the line in the first teaser. It didn't give me the chills like Alicia did. This was actually in her audition, in fact. Moz Vega says the Texas Winter Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, very true. Very true. But where was I going? Where was I going with this? I was so picky with this line, because I have a vision for how you got to say it to really, let people know that this is going to be pretty terrifying and disturbing. And you guys can go back and watch the first trailer where the young actress, and you know what, she's not a bad actress, she's a fine actress, but she couldn't deliver this line as well as I wanted, and it's too bad. But Alicia she got it right away. Like I said, I had her audition with this line and a few others to go with it, but and this was my solidification that she was right for this part, because I needed her to be able to act like this. I needed good acting. So I wasn't going to give up on this line until somebody did it right. And again, this was actually a line we shot way back in 2014. Actually, it may have even been 2013 when I first got into film. And I was first starting the Sawyer Massacre. Well, not the Sawyer Massacre, first annual barbecue fan film. And we had another actress playing the same character. And we had her saying he's going to kill us in the closet. Boy, I wonder if I can find that footage. And again, at that time, I had never directed before. So that could be part of it as well. But again, the line just wasn't quite up to par. So it was something I was a little bit obsessed about this line. I'm not going to lie to you guys, a little bit obsessed to make sure that I got it the way I wanted it. And thank you, Alicia, for getting this line properly. Thank you so much, because it makes a huge difference. To me, it really does make a huge difference. This is a little line. He's going to kill us. 4 words, he's going to kill us. It needed to be done right, though. It really did. And really, really, really pleased with her performance. And surprising, she might be the only actor that we've cast that doesn't have that doesn't at least have some experience in front of a camera. She's the only one. And when she sent in her resume and everything, I was like, oh boy, modeling. That was her resume, was modeling. I said, well, she ain't going to cut it. I was like, okay, we'll let her audition, and sent her the sides. I almost didn't even want to send her the sides, because we were getting so many people emailing about this at that time, and wanting sides and blah, 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 and showing their acting resume, showing their acting reels and everything. And she blew me away. I was like, what? This girl with no acting experience is this good? Some of the actors that had a lot of experience couldn't do it that good. Even some of the ones we cast, and they're great, they still didn't do it at her level, at levels that she did it. And they're great actresses, and we've cast them in the film. But I think there's something about that line that has to be nailed right. I don't know what it is. It has to be nailed in a certain way, or it just doesn't work. And she was the one to do it, so she got that role. Simple as that. Moving along here. Moving along. You guys are probably getting tired of me saying that. Were we here? No, that's where we were. So here's where we are, and that's Olivia Andrade as Kathleen. Something horrific has happened to her. And what horrific has happened to her? This, I almost wanted to hold on these shots for longer, because if you've seen the next shot, which is this one, how did she do that? She must be double jointed. Wow. When they captured this, I'm like, I asked them if they could do something to make it look like her foot was broken, like her ankle had been broken, like she had broken her ankle or something like that. And the DP was like, "Oh, I don't know if we have anything to work with. We don't have any effects." We didn't have really. We had some blood. They had some fake blood to have on set, but that was all they had. They didn't have any things that could come out of her leg to look like bone or anything like that. So Ronald said to me, "I don't know if we're going to be able to do that." And well, I think Olivia's double jointed, because look at that. That foot looks broken. That ankle looks broken. Thank you. I hope she didn't actually do that, break her ankle for it. I don't think she did. She didn't, but I think she must be double jointed. I haven't asked her, to be honest, though. I haven't even asked. I probably should. Great job she did. And she actually drove down all the way down from Dallas. So Dallas isn't as far as Louisiana or anything, but it's 2 or 3 hours anyways from Austin. So thank her so much for doing all that she did to be in this trailer. Did a lot. She did a lot. And she took behind the scenes photos that I shared not too long ago as well. So that was pretty cool. Thank you very much, Olivia. Just another awesome actress that had great auditions, and we're so happy to have her be part of the cast. Yeah. I got a few more shots here, right? I got a few more shots. And what are we doing for time? 8:53. Okay, I'll try to hurry along here. We saw that. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, this is another old shot. This is where we got a lot of the older shots, I think, coming in at this point. They're all pretty quick for the most part, but effective. Yeah, so this was, you can't totally tell what's happening here, but you could probably guess. There's definitely got to be Leatherface and blood there, and looks like, you can see a body kind of harnessed above him. So I don't know, somebody, who knows what's going on here. But yeah, this was a shot from our first Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film. It just really works with what we need for this. So we got kind of lucky with a lot of the shots I found. I can't remember if this shot was in the first teaser though either. I think it might have been, because I think we had this one before. I think so. I could be wrong, but I think so. Hard to remember. There's so many. A bunch of these ones, though, I did just recently find. This one was in 2019, though. That's Scotty Parkin as Leatherface. Yeah, I should mention here as well as the old shots. Scotty Parkin's not playing Leatherface. Somebody else's, and it was actually my old roommate Josh. My old roommate Josh Lentz. Yeah, he had the same kind of body type, and Josh Lentz played Leatherface in First Annual Barbecue, but Scotty's playing him in the Sawyer Massacre. Scotty is in the majority of the shots in this, but there are a few shots that actually feature Josh Lentz. So thank you, Josh, for being okay with us using these old shots. But do love this shot of Scotty revving up the chainsaw. This is not the chainsaw that we want to use for the film. I'm pretty sure we're going to be using a David Bradley. We've been using an old school David Bradley chainsaw for a lot of the marketing. I'm sure you've seen. It's an awesome chainsaw, and it fits the time period that we're looking to film in. Whereas this chainsaw here, I believe, I don't remember exactly when, but I think it was like late 70s. This chainsaw is from, I believe, the late 70s. So it doesn't fit our time period. We need one that does fit our time period. Yeah. And this one doesn't. Looks cool though. And it's a great shot of Scotty in front of that abandoned house, that old house, revving it up. So we love it. Moving along. Oh yes, we go. This is back to that bone display. This was a little bit separated from them, but this was kind of a weird thing that I thought, okay, what you see here is a really old doll. There's a doll there. Who knows? But the head was torn off. You can see it's a doll missing its head, and then we got the skull behind it. Just kind of cool, kind of creepy. I dig it. Again, not real skeleton, not a real skull, not real human bones or anything like that. In case people are wondering, it's not real, but it looks real. It could pass for real. I hope it passes for real. It looks fairly real to me. These skeleton bones and everything were specifically made for film to look like real. These are actually used in film. These ones, again, I kind of scored these. I have connections. Let's just say that I scored all this stuff. So at least I have these props for our film. If yeah, love it. And you need some skeletons for a Texas Chainsaw Massacre film. It's kind of important. Yeah, I think it's important. What do you guys think? Anyways. Nobody's no questions in the chat. I'll see if there's any questions at the end. You guys were chatting up a storm. Now you aren't. I hope I'm still live. Let me know if I'm not live anymore. I'm sure I am. Usually I'll get a notification of some kind if I'm not. But yeah, we only got a few minutes left, so I want to rip through these shots. Hey, Kyle Curtis Flett. Hey, another new subscriber, another new person to the chat. And I believe you backed the campaign too, man. Thank you so much. How's my evening going? My evening is going wonderful. I'm just going through all the shots. Better late than never. We still got a few more shots we're going to show you. And some of these last couple shots are actually pretty cool. Pretty cool. So thanks for tuning in. You said some really nice things to that trailer to some of the trailer reactions, so I really appreciate that, man. It means a lot to me because I've put my heart and soul into this, and I'm going to continue to do that. Where were we here? It's almost 9 o'clock. Oh yes, this one is another old shot from 2014 of Josh Lentz's Leatherface and somebody tied down to a table. Now, this shot lasts all of about, I believe, 6 frames. So that was why I was okay with using it. It does show carnage. There's a couple things I don't like about it, and that's, the rope around the body looks kind of loose, and it also looks very yellow and shiny. And this was back in 2014 when I was about a year into being an indie filmmaker at this point. And was struggling to put my vision together for a Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan film back then. But you know what? We did something. We were able to get some cool blood and stuff in this scene. So there was that about it that we kind of liked. I thought it was pretty cool for just a quick shot in those fast-paced shots near the end of the teaser. So there you go. Still a pretty cool shot. And then we've got this one also was back then too. I just kind of like this one, the dead bodies out of focus, and then the chainsaw blade in the frame there. It was just, I really dig this shot. at least for a teaser. I don't know if if the full shot would work as well, because I have seen the full shot. But you know, it worked good for the teaser, because that blade just kind of goes right through the frame, and it's kind of cool. That's why I liked using it. That's a nice shot. I'm really wanting to see what the Leatherface mask is going to look like. Well, you're gonna get a little taste. I'm gonna say a taste of it. It'll sort of give you an idea. You're gonna get an idea in one of the following shots. Not the next one. The next one is this one. You kind of see a Leatherface here, but it's you know, he's all kind of black and everything like that. And this was another old shot. Another really old shot from 2014, dragging somebody down the stairs. We did have a pretty cool basement stairwell in the house that we shot in 2014, which is why I kept the shot in. We're looking for something. We're looking for a house that's kind of, for a stairwell anyways, that's kind of similar to this, but even steeper and narrower if we can. Because you may have seen that one promo poster that a different graphic artist did for us, actually, that has a stairwell. That's really what we're kind of going for a basement stairwell. But believe it or not, there's not a ton of basements in Texas. It's actually hard to come by. But I do have one basement I can shoot at, which will work. Anyways, moving along. I don't think it's the next one. Yeah, this is this one. This is a recent shot. Again, really quick. He's just Leatherface digging out some brains, basically, is what's happening here. Again, that was spam covered in blood. In this, it was a fake head. It was like a dummy head, but it had the head was cut open. These are specific for horror movie props, guys. And I just got my hands on them. Somebody's dead hand there lying beside it. Again, not real, obviously, but they look pretty real. And that's why, these are actually made for horror films. I have connections here in Canada. I don't have those connections down in the States, unfortunately. That's why we need to actually get a budget for this film if we're going to shoot it in Texas. Here in Canada, I can shoot it for what we got. You know, see, this is what I can do for nothing. But down in the U.S. is not quite the same. Okay, so Las Vegas, you wanted to see kind of an idea of what this is. Again, this is not a mask that we are using in the film, but I will say this before let's go back to me. I will say this. This is the closest I was able to capture of what I want Leatherface to look like. It's very quick. This is in the teaser, but it's so quick that you don't even notice it, really. But the mask that got him wearing is close to what we're kind of going for. Close. Again, it's close. This mask cost me about $20 to make. The masks we're going to make are going to cost probably about $150 to $200 to make. They're going to be made really, really well by professional makeup effects artists. Okay, so, but this still gives you an idea. But just keep in mind, this is still not quite the quality. Gotta love spam, says Molly. Yeah, it worked. It worked really well. It was. But anyways, without further ado, this is basically what we're going for. So again, you can barely see it. This is the best shot you get in the teaser. He slams that door very, very quickly. You have to really kind of look closely at it, but we actually, I actually made that myself. Actually, my wife helped make it. It's just very, very cheap latex, but it gives you an idea of what we're going for, but not 100%. And again, you don't get to see this in full. This is the best shot you're going to get of it. I have other pictures of it, but this is what's actually in the teaser. So that gives you an idea. Anyways, we're going for something kind of really, well, there's going to be a few different masks, just so you guys know. It's not just one mask, and each one will look a little bit different too. So there you go. But yeah, so I hope this gives you at least a general idea, and then he slams that door so quickly you don't even realize you see this much of Leatherface. But yes, this is actually just one. This was like the first frame of before he slammed that door shut. So I like the idea. Yeah, fresh kill mask. All that's the right idea. Is that they're pretty fresh killed. I guess you could compare it to say the Kemper mask from the remake. A little bit like that. A little bit more mangled than that one was. Just a little bit more mangled. Not all the masks will look exactly like this, but well, none of them will look exactly like this because this is, like I said, again, it's not a mask that we are using. In fact, I think this mask has been totaled because this was all the way back in 2014. This is Josh Lentz playing Leatherface rather than Scotty Parkin. But it really did kind of capture what we're looking for as far as Leatherface goes. And I was okay with using this particular shot for the teaser, considering how fast it happens, and most people won't even realize that they saw it. It's one of those subconscious things. I think you're going to see it without realizing you've seen it, if that makes any sense. Kind of like it's a subconscious thing. Like it'll still be in your head. You'll still kind of have that image in your head, but you won't even quite realize you saw it. Drayton Sawyer, did he get his face off Facebook? I like that. It may not be the final mess, but it still has an and that's unsettling quality to it nevertheless. And that's what we're going for. We want to create something. We want you to make you feel like you're seeing somebody's face, somebody who's been killed. I think that's really what I'm going for more than anything else. It's not going to be a replica of any other mask in the series. It's going to be our own original takes on the Leatherface mask, but still you're going to see the inspiration from the original, and even a little bit like I said, that Kemper mask in the remake, slightly influenced for sure. So they're going to look like more fresh killed masks for a reason. I won't say why, but you could probably get an idea. Let's just say that some of our actors are going to be spending some time with our with our effects lady. But I won't say which ones. Anyways, I hope that's not spoiling too much. I don't think so, but yeah. Hope I didn't spoil too much there. But I was, I was subtle about it, was I? Not very subtle, am I? I don't know. I would agree with Rory. It looks thoroughly disturbing for a $20. Yeah, this was just latex we bought. We took an actor that was in our short film, and we molded his face with plaster. The plaster was like $5. The latex, the whole bottle of it, which made I think 4 other masks, was like $10, $10 to $15. I can't remember how much it was. I think I even still have it upstairs. We didn't use the whole thing. And then we added eyebrows and blood and stuff like that. Added little characteristics to it. But yeah, that was all we did. It was a cheap mask to make. We couldn't sell that as a screen use mask though on our Indiegogo campaign. There's no way. It's already totaled that mask, So I mean, the masks we put on our campaign have to be high quality, and that's why we've got Stephanie on board. She's going to make three masks, and Sheila's going to make 1, and I think they're going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to them. Last shot was this one. Just the house, the new logo that was designed by Joe. Awesome Joe. Love this logo over the shot of the house. Love it. Really good. Really good stuff. Again, love Joe's logo, guys. I mean, I can't say enough about this guy. His passion is just through the roof. Through the roof. Nothing against what I did before, because it was me that did the old poster with the Sawyer Massacre logo on it, and it still looks kind of cool, but I put some blood splatter through it. But I am not a designer like that. I don't know what Joe can do is not something I can do. So for that, I'm so grateful to him, because like I said early in this chat, this kind of stuff would cost thousands of dollars. And he could have charged me thousands of dollars. He could have, but he didn't. He has a love for this, and he wants to see us succeed. I hope you guys want to see us succeed too. So please do make sure you stop by the Indiegogo campaign. We have all kinds of amazing perks. Today we just added an associate producer and executive producer credit if you didn't want to get the full expensive packages, where this one you just get your name in the opening credits and an IMDb credit for a hell of a lot cheaper. A hell of a lot cheaper. So go check that out if you haven't already. A lot of cool perks on the campaign. I think we got like almost 50 different perks on that campaign. So a lot of cool stuff. Go check it out. Share the links as much as you can. Share the teaser. Share the Indiegogo as much as you can. We need your support. I hope you guys really dig that teaser. It's been getting a lot of love. So I'm hearing all the time now that people love this teaser. I know that one person hit the dislike button. You're never going to please everybody, but still one person, that's not bad. Joe saying, hey, yeah, no problem, Joe. Love it too, man. After seeing what you did with happy to bring the creep. Yeah, man, Joe's awesome. Joe is probably the most important person I've met over the last few months. I think, I don't know. It's I wish I met you for our first campaign. We didn't have all this great. We got all kinds of great new art to show you because of Joe, basically. And you've seen a good portion of it already, but we got more to show you. It's been fun, guys. It's been fun. It's a long campaign. So do get your contributions in there. Everybody gets something. Contributions are as low as $2 Canadian, so it's like $1.50 American, somewhere in there. I don't know what it says in the States, but here in Canada it says $2. But that, just for a shout out on social media, can't beat that. $2. Everybody's got $2, and then $5 to get your name in the credits, and so on and so forth. It goes all the way up, guys. So lots of different perks. Go check them out. Share it as much as you can. I really appreciate the support, and please do make sure that you hit the like and subscribe button to this channel, and support all these other Indiegogo campaigns that I mentioned earlier, like My Special Boy and Haddonfield Nightmare and Go Away. All those links are in the description. A lot of great stuff happening, guys. So I look forward to seeing you guys. I might not do a show next week because I'm doing a Molly show, Final Girl Friday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to schedule. I've got so many things I'm doing. More social media lives with some of our actors. A lot of promo stuff. So I hope I can get a show in next week. If not, it'll be the week after, and we'll keep you guys informed. Thank you guys all for hanging around with me and checking out all the cool shots we had in that trailer. I hope you guys dig them. Feel free to drop me a line anytime, and you guys have yourself a good night. More to come, says Joe. I love that. Awesome, guys. Have yourselves a good night. Thanks, guys.